Mold they bring bad luck. Make I tell you the truth. See, if you get mold for your house, you should know wetin be mold.
It's killing me. See, every time I'm having runny eyes, my nose are running me. Every minute I'm having headache. Even after taking medication, I still have headache.
I suffered mold poisoning last year, and it was one of the darkest phases of my life. And then I realized that we do not have so much information on the internet about mold poisoning.
So today we are going to be looking at mold and ways to prevent it. So we have some videos to go over today as usual, along with comments from you guys from previous episode. So if you want to be featured on next video, endeavor to leave it in the comments down below.
She's asking me why am I shouting. These people, they don't want to do anything about this mold thing that is happening in my room. This thing is killing me. See, every time I'm having runny eyes, my nose are running me. Every minute I'm having headache. Even after taking medication, I still have headache. I spoke with my landlord not long ago. This man was telling me that if I have money, I should buy cement and plaster his wall for him. He's going to add it to my rent. The same thing he did when I told him to fix POP here. He said if I fix the POP, he's going to add it to my rent. He only added 3 months, which it wasn't supposed to be so. I don't even have money to go to the hospital or to treat myself, to have money to complete someone else's building. I was complaining to the wife that I've been calling the husband. He's not taking his calls. She's asking me why am I shouting. Why won't I shout? I've been pleading with them for more than a month now. It's getting to 2 months. I've been pleading with them. These people are asking me to buy cement and complete their building. Guys, I'm so tired. I don't even know what to do right now. After them to refund me, they said they have to bring someone else here. The agent that brought me here told this man that he cannot bring anyone in this room because the room is not looking nice. How can you bring someone in this kind of a room that is covered with mold, and the person will come and pay for this room and pay for this POP? Then if the person come, the person will start experiencing the same issue that I'm having right now. Since they are not ready to plaster their wall, they should refund me. Let me leave. This thing is killing me here slowly. They don't care.
Mold is very bad. Have you ever been in that situation where you come to a new house and then you start seeing mold immediately? It's very bad. If you stay in a place that has mold, you can't even breathe. You can't breathe. You know, I'm staying in a place like this now, even though I don't have electricity, but I'm breathing and I'm not even complaining. If you stay in a place that have mold, you are going to run away. You are going to run away. Then imagine sleeping in a place that have mold. What is mold? You know, this white spot that you see in a house. Maybe you see it at the back of your wardrobe. You know, people don't check the back of their wardrobe, but you know, once in a while when you move your wardrobe, you start noticing that there are white stuff at the back of your wardrobe. Those are mold. What brings mold? Wet area, moisture. Mold like place that is wet. Place that is wet, it will find a way and come there. Mold is in the air. You can just be walking and then you breathe mold, it will enter your nose. It's in the air, it's everywhere. You understand? The spores are everywhere. Just that before they start working, before they start attacking, they will first need a wet place. They need a wet place and then they come and perch on the wall. They perch on the wall and then they start growing. They start growing when there is no sunlight. You understand? So hope you are understanding it. It cannot work without wet place. Before a mold will work, before a mold will grow on your wall, the wall must be wet. That's why people complain about mold during raining season. Are you following? People complain about mold during rainy season. People don't complain about mold during dry season that much. You understand? Because dry season everywhere is dry. The weather is so dry. Mold cannot survive in a dry place. It only survives in a place where there is no air. You know, all these people that every time they used to cover their window. You cover your window, you cover your door, and you're always inside. Mold likes place like that. It likes a place that there is no sunlight, because the moment you open your window and sunlight enter your place, 30 minutes, 1 hour, UV light from sunlight is going to kill it and all of it is going to die. So this lady now is complaining that there is a lot of mold in her place and then the landlord is not making any significant effort in order to stop it or in order to work on the place. She was complaining that the landlord asked her to repaint the place or to put cement. That is not going to solve mold. Replastering a wall. If you are watching this video now and then you are having a mold issue, whereby in your house there are mold spots and all of that, and then you feel that if you use cement and replaster the place and repaint the place and re-POP the place has POP that has mold, and then you want to bring the POP down and redo it, that is not going to solve it. Whatever that is bringing water into the place in the first place will keep bringing mold, even if you replaster the place, even if you, no matter what you do, except you fix the root cause, which is you solve the water problem. Maybe in a house that have mold, it's usually from maybe I remember when I was staying in Ebonyi State, I had mold problem too because my neighbor does dirty. The person that live on top of me does dirty. That if maybe there's no water in the compound and then the person wants to use water, maybe they turn on the tap and then they forget to turn it off if there's water is not running. And then maybe when they travel and then we pump water in the compound, water will start, rushing in the person's place. And then we won't notice till there is water will fill their place and then start coming outside the door. And then you see, so stuff like that, the concrete will drink water, the tile will drink water, and then it will start soaking it. Water will start dropping from my place, and then I will start seeing mold. You understand? She's complaining now. If you don't know what to do, she says she doesn't know what to do. The best thing to always do when you don't know what to do is to do something. It's always better to take an action. It's always better to do something than to stay and just be waiting for landlord. If you keep waiting for landlord, they won't do anything because they don't have money. You pay them money, your house rent, once in a year. You don't pay them monthly so that they will say, okay, the one that you pay next month, they will use it and work it. The one that you pay them for 1 year, they have finished it, they don't have money again. That's why most landlords will always tell you to use your money and do it so that in next rent, they will subtract it. They don't have money at hand. You understand? So if you're having a mold problem, up NEPA. If you're having a mold problem, the first thing you can always do is to do something. Find vinegar, soak it in warm water, and then clean it. Once you clean it, start opening your window. Make sure you always open your window, always open your door so that sunlight will be entering your place, so that breeze will be entering your place and be drying the wall. While it's drying the wall, you can now start looking for plumber to fix the problem. That is the way to solve mold. If you keep waiting that maybe you are going to keep waiting on the landlord, or that you are just going to keep holding on, or maybe you may say that you have mold too, but your own is tiny. It's going to move from being tiny to being big. And then you are not going to breathe well. That is number one problem with mold. You are not going to breathe well. Use less AC, open windows for fresh air, and get plants into the room to purify the place. You move from saying sense to saying something that doesn't make sense. Use less AC or use more AC. If you're having mold and someone say use less AC, it's just like somebody saying use less fan. What causes mold? Wet place. How are you now saying use less AC? You understand? So you should use more AC, you should use more fan, so that everywhere will be dry. You need everywhere to be dry. That is what you are fighting. Because mold cannot survive. See mold, take mold as dry place is equals to no mold. If the place is dry, mold cannot be there. Mold is only there when there is moisture. It is the moisture that helps it to grow. You understand? So if there is a dry place, mold cannot be there. So this person saying use less AC doesn't work. Open more windows for fresh air. Yes, we need air. Isn't it? We need air. So we need AC. We need fan. Get plants from the rooms to purify the place. Plant. That's put flower. All these artificial flower. Is that not what people use to decorate their place? Put artificial flower in your room to purify the place. How does artificial flower purify the place? Am I getting it wrong? Get plants into the room. What type of plants? Do people plant living what's it called? Living plants inside their room? Do people plant living plant, like plant orange plant, and then it start germinating in a bucket inside your room? Is that not going to start bringing all these millipede and all those kind of worms? Is that not going to start bringing worm? The flower that I know, the plants that people plant in their room or in their parlor, is all these artificial ones, synthetic ones, plant. So this person saying gets plants into the room to purify the place. How does it work? It doesn't work like that. Don't buy anything, just move out. Yes, that's also another idea. Don't buy anything, just move out. Just like I said, if you don't know what to do, do something. If you're battling a mood and then you don't know what to do something, take an action. Don't just stand there waiting for your landlord. If you keep waiting for your landlord, or if you keep waiting for your caretaker, those people have eat their own money, they have eat their own part. They can't really do anything much. Maybe if you have a landlord that have maybe church mind, the landlord may decide, okay, this tenant is complaining about this. Maybe they have gone through it and then they know what it's like to live in a place that have mood. They can start, doing quick. But then no matter how quick they are doing it, they are not going to do it as faster as if it was affecting them. It's affecting you. So while you are waiting for your landlord to fix your mold problem, you must start looking for where water flow and enter inside your room. If it's from the person that is living on top of you, you can talk with the person. hey, find a way and turn off your tap. It's bringing mood and it's affecting my health. If it's from their bedroom tap, and then there is maybe somehow that water is leaking from their bedroom and then entering the wall, you can find a way and fix it while waiting for the landlord. Don't just stay one place. If you are in a situation whereby you don't know what to do, always do something.
Trying to make video on NEPA took light. God, guys, mold is deadly. Mold, what do they call it? Mold. That thing when they come outside for house is very deadly. I'm just getting better. Last night, it was a small thing. Yesterday, I went on inspection in Ikota. I went to show a client. He was supposed to see the 3-bed I posted, the 2-bed, 3 and 2-bed, and it seems like they have locked it for a long time. Immediately I stepped into the house, I perceived this odor because my nose is very, very active. My nose, I can perceive smell, like my nose did very distinct. I stepped out immediately, like, I'm gonna open window down. I perceived that mold smell, but at first I was like, probably it's because the windows everywhere is locked. So I stepped down because I cannot stay in that kind of place. So I told him to open the door, then I allowed that small air to go in while I was waiting for my client to park. So my own thought at first was, okay, probably it's because everywhere is choked. It's because of the windows that are not open, the doors, everywhere is locked, and they have furnitures in it. So I was like, so I told the security, please, when I open the window, so breeze go dey enter. This thing self no good. Maybe breeze dey enter house small small. So immediately I entered the house. So when the client came, so I entered back to show him, and I was not feeling okay. My nose dey pass. Mo dey this house. I was even telling this, Mo dey this house. So I was trying to look around to see where the water issue. It seems like there's water issue there's water issue in the house. Maybe plumbing work or something. So please, mold is deadly. I don't do. I'm taking a deal of catarrh headache. I'm still not fine. I don't know how to explain it the way people will understand. But mold is deadly. If you are staying in a mold house, please try and leave.
If you are staying in a mold house, please try and leave. No matter how small it is, maybe it's in your bedroom. It's one side under the drainage in your bedroom. Maybe you have mold there, tiny black spots or tiny white spots, and then you don't know what to do. Do something. Mold is deadly. There are some cases whereby maybe if you have mold, you notice that when you're at your home, you start having headache, you start having catarrh, you can't breathe well, even if you open your window. Because you come back at night, you come back during the day, during the evening when you have closed from work, and then there is no sun. There is no sun to maybe try and help you and kill the mold. You come back in the evening, your place is stuffed up, you can't even breathe well. You understand? Even no matter how tiny the mold is, you start seeing all those white spots, or maybe in some cases it turns to black spots. That means you have moved from stage 1 to stage 2. You are now entering the horrible stage. So if you start seeing spots on your wall, first thing to do is to always do something. While you are waiting for your landlord, always do something. Get vinegar. If you can't get vinegar, do warm water. Boil water, mix it with cold water, put towel and clean it up first. You understand? Because as is, just like I said, mold is everywhere. Even if you are just randomly walking, you are breathing air. Mold is in the air. Just that what makes it to grow, to germinate, to reproduce, is when it's perched on a wet place. When it's perched on a wet place, then it starts eating. It starts germinating, it starts multiplying. And then you start seeing a lot of them. It's moved from just this spot that has mold in your wall. All of a sudden, this spot and this spot. All of a sudden, this spot and this spot. And all of a sudden, you start drawing line. And then you start seeing one part of your house is white. You start seeing that when it started, it was just this place. All of a sudden, it's just this whole place that have mold. If you keep leaving it, all these places will have mold in your place. You understand? So while you are waiting for your landlord, you must do something. Don't live in a house that have mold. You are going to suffocate. You go outside during the day. You go outside to work. You go to your workplace, and then you start feeling okay. The moment you come back from home, home that is supposed to be your resting place. Whereby you come back home, you rest, you stretch yourself, you watch TV. But then you come back home and start feeling tired. And then some people that do dirty, They see the mold and then they leave it. And then they start complaining that when they go to work, after they suffer for work, they suffer, that their work is stressing them, that they came back and they're having catarrh and running stomach and all this catarrh, headache, that they can't breathe well. You can't even do proper hygiene. You can't do proper hygiene and say, what this spot that's on my ceiling, how do I find a way and remove it? And then you leave it like that, and then you start blaming that is your workplace, that you suffer for your workplace, and then the moment you come back, your head will start doing you like treat the mold. Maybe some people this may be your first time hearing about mold. I just told you. Some people now, that's why it's important to always watch my videos, because you watch my video, I don't do entertainment. I try to teach you something. As a biochemist graduate, I try to teach you something so that you learn. Maybe this may be your first time hearing about mold. Maybe this may be your first time hearing about how to treat it. I just taught you. Find a way and treat it. If you don't know what to do, do something. Clean it first while you wait for plumber. You're waiting for plumber, but then there is still... Find chair. Stay on top of chair. Put warm water and then clean it out first. Before it germinates again, at least plumber would have come and fix it. If you don't know what to do, do something. It's because of rainy season, guys. I promise. No house that doesn't have it. So it's because of rainy season. Yes. Yes, somehow. No, somehow. It's because of rainy season. Yes, because there is a lot of moisture in the air. There is a lot of moisture everywhere. But then it can also happen during dry season, because your neighbor, you have your water. You have water. Maybe if during dry season, maybe your pipe broke inside the wall and then your wall drink water. Mold can still happen during dry season. You understand? It can still happen at the back of your wardrobe, even during dry season. Maybe you kept something on top of your wardrobe and then it's something, maybe, let's say, fragrance or whatever, and then it fell down and then it sprinkled a small water at the back of your wardrobe. Mold can come there. You understand? Don't you notice that maybe during dry season you want to pack out from your house, and then the first time you move most people don't move their wardrobe till they want to pack out. Don't you notice that if you want to move your wardrobe, start seeing white stuff at it, even during the Harmattan? You understand? So mold like a place that is dry, wet and dry, a place that is dark. There is no air, there is no fan, there is no AC, place that is just dark. It's like dark place. That's why you must open your windows. You open your windows so that sun can enter and penetrate through everywhere. Once sun penetrates your house, the sun UV light, UV rays can kill the mold. You understand? So there are people that they open their window, but then they leave their curtain. Because you leave your curtain, sun cannot penetrate through your house and kill every single mold. You understand? So it doesn't just happen during the rainy season. And this person also said, no house that doesn't have it. Oh. What do you mean no house? Is it everybody that do that? I mean, biochemistry graduates, second class, lower, proudly. Is it every house that do that? There is no mold here. Mold is not in my house. Mold is not in my bedroom. Mold is not anywhere around my house. Maybe my neighbors have mold. I don't have mold. So why will you say is everybody that have mold? Not everybody that have mold. So make I pack comot my own house where I build because of mold. Change the narrative. Not pack out, but try to fix the issue. See Nigerians' problem. So make I pack comot for my own house where I build. So because you build the house, what if you now die? See Nigeria's problem. Let's say you spent 50 million or 40 million or however amount to build a house, or even you rented a house, and then there is mold issue that you don't know how to fix, and that is seriously disturbing you. So will you rather live in a house that is going to guaranteed headache, guaranteed you cannot breathe well, guaranteed zero ventilation, your air that you breathe is not 100% filtered, it's not 100% pure, guaranteed? Is it better to live in a place like that, or to move out for the meantime and fix the problem? You understand? So once you start having mold problem, the first thing you must do is to run away. Run away. If you can't do something, if you are someone that is weak, you can't even clean it while waiting for plumber. You must first do something. Don't just live in mold.
Mold they bring bad luck. Make I tell you the truth. See, if you get mold for your house, you know wetin be mold now. All those things wey be say for house, you go be like say something dey bite part of your house, dey bite out your paint and all those things. Aside the fact say this thing dey kill person, aside the fact say you fit dey sleep with killer, something wey be say e fit take your life all of a sudden. You fit dey sleep like this, make him be say in dey bite diseases enter your body, in dey bite a lot of infections, things wey be say if e even bite you, like you fit sleep, make him be say make you die as you dey sleep. And being honest, this thing is a silent and wicked killer. If you get mold for your house, do everything possible to get rid of it or pack out from that place. No dey stay where mold dey. If you dey where mold dey, e go dey very hard make something dey move well for you. I'm telling you out of experiences, not only mine, a lot of people experiences. It's very, very important. Do you understand? Pack out from where mold dey, or like find a way to cure it, like to remove it entirely. Do you understand?
Bad luck. I haven't heard of that one before. Mold brings bad luck. You know, Nigerians will always find a way to squeeze in everything spiritual. Mold brings bad luck. Have you heard it before? That if you live in a house with mold, it's going to bring you bad luck. I haven't heard it, but this is my first time hearing it. Well, he actually made some point by saying that mold is bad. If you live in a place that have mold, find a way and take care of it, or find a way and move out. Just like I always say, if you don't know what to do, always take an action, always do something. But saying that mold is bring bad luck, I haven't heard of it before. So if you have heard that mold actually brings bad luck, please put it in the comments so that you can also teach all of us. No wonder I dey in my room, I dey paint like 1 million times. Painting is not going to solve mold. Painting is not going to solve mold. Replastering the wall is not going to solve mold. Doing POP is not going to solve mold. What is going to solve mold is that you are going to find the root cause and take care of it. It's dangerous to health, nothing like bad luck. This is what I was expecting. It's dangerous to health, yes. It's not about, it doesn't any bad luck. And this kind of person now will say that he went to work and then after working for his boss, he came back home and then he started feeling somehow. You are feeling somehow because of your dirty house. You're not feeling somehow because of your work. And then you start saying that since you started working for that your new company, that bad luck has been following you. Bad luck is following you because your house is dirty. It's not because of your new company or whatever that they are bringing you bad luck. It's because your house is dirty. And because your house is dirty, you must find a way and take care of your house.
I suffered mold poisoning last year, and it was one of the darkest phases of my life. And then I realized that we do not have so much information on the internet about mold poisoning. So I decided to make this video to share my experience and also share the things that I know now about mold poisoning to create awareness and to also save lives. Now let's start from the basics. What is mold? Mold is a type of fungus that grows in damp, warm, or humid places. It usually spreads by tiny spores in the air, and they would always show up as black, green, white, or gray patches on surfaces like your walls and your ceilings, and even fabrics as well. There are different possible causes of molds in your homes, but to be honest, the general causative factor of mold is moisture. Once there is no moisture, there is no mold. So think of leakage from poor plumbing, think of poor ventilation, humidity in your bedrooms, your kitchen, think of places that can generally, have moisture or humidity in them. There is a tendency for mold to grow in those places. Now that we've identified the major cause of mold, which is moisture, let's talk about some of the symptoms that you would experience if you start getting infected or poisoned by mold. One of the symptoms that you would experience is fatigue, excessive fatigue. You just realize that you're always unnecessarily tired. You wake up, you're tired, you're always tired from nothing. That could be a sign of mold poisoning. Number two, your skin. Now, if you start experiencing like dull skin, even when you do not change your skincare, you're not sick, nothing is wrong with you, just start experiencing like dull skin. And every time you step out of your house, maybe like for a few days or a few weeks, I experienced this personally, your skin becomes brighter, more radiant, like you just look better. But when you are back to your house, you start experiencing that dull skin again. My darling, check your house for mold.
Check your house for mold. If you don't know what to do, always do something. You can find mold anywhere that has water. I forgot to add, under your kitchen sink. Some people's kitchen sink is drop water. Maybe the plumbing work was not done properly. They didn't do their gum fitting properly. And then when you start washing your hand, when you start flushing whatever you are flushing in your kitchen sink, well, some will be going through the pipe, but some will be dropping under your pipe. But because you don't open your pipe drawer, you just leave it like that, and then it starts growing mold. Mold starts forming there because the place is always locked. The place is always locked, airtight. But then there is dirty water dropping. Dirty water dropping. It's dropping and it's dropping on top of the furniture, and then the furniture is soaked. Mold doesn't just happen on the wall. It can happen on anywhere. You have a furniture, because I've been saying words. It can happen on a furniture. All those furniture that you do in your kitchen now, that have kitchen drawer, and then under it is sink, but then you don't open it because you don't pack something there. You only pack things on all these furniture that they put on wall, and then you don't open the sink own. But then it's dropping water. The place is dropping water. It's dropping water, and then the water is dropping on the furnitures, and then the furnitures are getting wet. Mold can enter that place, and then start germinating. And then you notice that you come to your kitchen, you are not breathing well. Under your kitchen has mold. So mold can also happen in your kitchen, can also happen in your bedroom, can also happen in anywhere that has water. So what can you do? What can you do after watching this episode? What I want you to do is to go through your house, every single place. Most people just focus on their parlor. Because your parlor is looking nice, what happens to your kitchen? What happens at the back of your wardrobe? Or if you want to do an experiment now, pause this video as you're watching it. Go to your wardrobe and shift your wardrobe small and look at the back of the wardrobe. Just do this practical example now. Just do it now. Go drop this phone now. Press pause on this video. Go at the back of your wardrobe and shift it. Take a look at the back of it and see if the back of your wardrobe is still like that wood that they used to cover it, or if the wood has turned to another color and then the wall also has turned to another color. Do this practical now, so that you notice why whenever you come back home you start feeling some kind of way. You understand? So you must make sure that your room is always open, your windows is always open, so that sun can pierce through your window, pierce through your house, bring in its UV light that can kill all those mold and make your place safe. So what is the remedy? Open your window. What is the remedy? If you start seeing it, start fighting it immediately. What is the remedy? Don't live in a place that have mold. What is the remedy? If your house rent, what's it called? Agent starts taking you places where to start. If you start doing house hunting, and then you go to a place that have mold, but then you really, really like the place. If landlord cannot fix the mold before you pack in, don't pay for it. That is the remedy. I literally treated upper respiratory tract infection every 2 months. It was draining till I had to screed my apartment and did the mold treatment on the wall. It causes depression too. You wake up tired and cranky. I literally did upper respiratory tract infection every 2 months. What do you mean every 2 months? So you did the first one for the first 2 months and then you left the mold like that. That you said every 2 months. You understand? You must fix the problem. It was draining till I had to screed my apartment. Screeding will not solve mold. Plastering will not solve mold. Don't people know what mold is? Okay, let's say this is a plastered wall, and then there is block, and then your somebody is living on top of you, and then the person has pipe here. The person has pipe that enter their shower, and then they are doing shower and whatever. They are flushing toilets. They are doing whatever upstairs. This is the concrete floor. Then there is leakage that is entering through the blocks and concrete, and then it's showing mass. The leakage is dropping water here. At some point, it starts dropping water into your own house, and then you see it, and then you see that there is mold. What is your way to treat it? You think that it's putting extra plaster. Don't you know what water is? You think putting extra plaster is going to stop the water from moving again? The moment you keep putting plaster, water is going to keep soaking. The only root problem is to fix that place that have broken pipe, that maybe there is water entering inside the concrete. Until you fix it, the mold won't, no matter whatever waterproof you put, no matter whatever, water will still keep passing. You understand? So saying that until you did screed your apartment, screeding will not solve the mold. And did mold treatment on the walls. What mold treatment did you do on the wall? Okay, maybe you watched some TikTok video and then you bought some vinegar and then soaked it in warm water and then cleaned it. Is that mold treatment? That's not mold treatment. Okay, let's say you did it and then you opened your windows and then it's dried after maybe 2 days or 3 days. Your place is dry. You don't see the mold again. Well, the place that is bringing the water in the first place, has it been solved? If it hasn't been solved, I guarantee you within 1 month you are going to start seeing water again. Then what? So that's it about mold. And I hope that at the end of this episode, what am I even saying? I hope that you have learned everything about mold. You have learned what causes mold, how to prevent mold. You know, prevention is better than cure. Hope you have learned how to prevent it. If you're watching this episode and you have mold in your house, hope that by watching this episode, by listening to this episode, you have now known what to do. You have now known what to do if you see even one dropping of water, if water is dropping under your kitchen sink. Oh, see, oh, water is dropping under the kitchen sink. That is, see, oh, I watched Obata on YouTube. He said if water is dropping, it's going to cause mold. Let's quickly call plumber to fix it. Yes, that is why I make video, so that you learn. That is, you enter your father's room or your elderly people's room, and then you see that there is mold. What is causing it? Maybe if you ask them, they'll say, okay, they used to call house help, and house help clean it once in a while. You say, oh, I watched Professor Obata on YouTube. He said cleaning it will solve it. Oh, let's find out what is causing it. Is there a leak on the zinc? And maybe if you call carpenter, you see, oh, the zinc is leaking, and then you fix it permanently. If you leave them and then whenever they call house help will clean it, it's not going to solve it. That's why you need to be watching my videos. You need to be subscribing to my channel. You need to be seeing my videos. All my videos are educational videos. That's what I make. Oh, Obata said this, so let's find a way and clean it. Obata said this, so let's find a way and prevent it. Obata said this, so make sure you are always opening your window. Make sure you are always opening your door. And when you open your window, don't just open your window and leave the curtain. Spread the curtain too, so that the sun cannot be piercing into the house and be killing anything that is wet. You understand? So I hope you have learned everything, including the people that think turning off AC is going to... You need AC if you have mold. You need AC, you need fan, you need ventilation, you need everywhere to be dry. You don't need wet places. You understand? So I think that will be all for now, because I've basically talked about everything. That will be all for now, and see you guys on the next episode.